Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me for this chop and chat. My name is Stacy. I do use mostly Scentsy Warmers as I'm a Scentsy consultant, and those warmers are on for about 15 hours a day. Today I'm going to be chopping up this blue Grotto Scentsy brick. This is a staple for me around summertime. Before we get started, I wanted to just show you that this brick did come to me quite cracked. There are some big cracks here in the corner and then all the way down. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up thoroughly. But when I look at this, I can see that some of these cracks seem pretty significant. So I am going to keep my hand on the areas where those cracks are as I flip this out, just to try and keep it together. Additionally, I am going to just quick remind you how I chop wax in case this is your first video. These ones that have stars on them, I'm going to cut into 2 pieces, and then all the rest are going to get sliced into 3 pieces. So you can see my first chops have kind of already been made for me by the cracks. I'm not overly concerned when I get a Scentsy bricks that is cracked in that way. Part of the reason is because they tend to crack along the lines that you might just break them. And if you watch Patricia Gates, one of the things that she does that's different from me is she actually just kind of bends the brick along those folds to kind of create those cracks, and then she'll just pull one section out at a time. For me, I have found that I'm able to keep the wax together better if I flip the whole brick out and chop from there, but cracks by themselves do not mean that a brick is not going to perform or that it's, overly damaged. But if you're uncomfortable with it, the thing that I do love is there's no problem if you need to return it. Just you would have to contact your consultant or Scentsy directly, and they're pretty good about honoring, concerns like that. One of the other reasons I'm really excited to have this brick, which just arrived from my club, is that I watch Mr. Kong's mom here on YouTube, and she had a Blue Grotto brick in her empties and was sharing that she felt like she got great performance as far as strength and fragrance from the brick, but that she felt like maybe her Blue Grotto bars lasted for longer. And I am a person that um, I will leave my wax in. I don't always leave it in, but I do enjoy a long lasting fragrance. And I find that Blue Grotto generally performs very well for me. And it gives me a couple of days as far as length of performance, as well as strength and throw. So I immediately pulled out a bar of Blue Grotto when I finished watching Mr. Gong's mom, and took out my little notes to kind of log specifically how long lasting I felt like the bar was. And so I'm really excited to kind of do my own side-by-side comparison and see if I am having the same experience in my home. But Blue Grotto is very often compared to the Capri Blue um, volcano scent. And I can see that. I enjoy both of those fragrances. I do find them to be different. For me, Blue Grotto is just such a bright, pleasant fragrance that is, again, long lasting. So it does layer nicely, I think, with fragrances that kind of exist naturally in your home throughout the summer. Its scent notes are fresh tropical notes, sweet citrus, and lush botanicals. And I think that's a very good description, because you don't have a whole lot of what I would say are dominant notes. They seem to all blend together very harmoniously to create not a light and performance scent, but just a very aromatic um, fragrance in the home. So I'm gonna just pop this guy in. This is the one that was cracked, so I'm gonna take a little bit of care here. Nope, I had it right the first time. It's like solving a puzzle, putting it back together. For me, this is the only time when, if it cracked not by my hand, that it becomes a bit of a, puzzle to solve. Um, so the problem that I had was I put it on the wrong side, y'all. There it goes. And now you can see that, like, I have to put this one in next because the wax would not sit in there properly if I didn't kind of put them out in the way that the crack kind of popped the wax. So that's just a little extra care that has to be taken, but overall, not a huge deal to me, and it's all going to melt in my warmers. I do, though, really prefer, if I can, to have it as neat as possible. I'm a bit of a messy chopper, so I don't mind like any of the little dust that might be around the top of it, but if I can, I like for the wax to be seated back into the brick clamshell in a way that I can just kind of easily push up on one cube and pull out what I need to melt for that day. I'm down to the last two. Blue Grotto is available in brick size in Scentsy Club. That's how I got this. If I did not mention that up top, it came with my quarterly club order. Bricks are available year round in Scentsy Club, and important to remember that those can be at any frequency you want. They're monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, and you can also do what some folks call a one and done club, where you just order the bricks and then you cancel that club if you don't want to carry it. I found that club membership is really easy and straightforward. So there it is. That's my Blue Grotto brick. I'm so excited. I can't wait to tell you if I feel like this is long lasting as the bars. Yay! I would love to hear what your experience with Blue Grotto is. Leave a comment below and let me know if this is a fragrance that you enjoy. I'd love to stay in touch. Subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell.